Hey everyone.
That's it? You're just gonna stop and then I'm gonna talk?
Let's go.
Everyone, we're chilling on our master deck. This is our front yard behind us. Let's see if I can focus it on the water. There you go. So that's our front yard. But we get a lot of questions and requests about our backyard. So today we are going to do a garden tour and tell you what it's like to grow food year-round on an island and all the challenges and stuff that come with that. And Sam's gonna show you the plants. I'm doing all the talking, but he's actually the plant guy. So.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
Okay guys, welcome to our garden. So I'm just gonna kind of give you guys like an overview of what we have going on in the yard. And then if you want like a more in-depth like explanation of each plant, we have a second channel called Island Homestead that you can check out. We'll link in the description. Our Island Homestead channel is new and it's going to be more specific, more detailed information about like each plant, maybe different projects we have going on and stuff like that. But right now we're just going to give you like an overview of the yard. So come on and check it out. Alright guys, so over here we have some of our garden beds, our raised beds. We have 9 of these total. And this is kind of more like for seasonal things like vegetables and stuff like that. So certain parts of the year are really, really hot here and certain vegetables and things don't do well in the heat. And then likewise in the cold, things do better in the cold. So we kind of rotate out crops in the garden beds.
And it should be noted that it's not like cold, so it's more like a fall growing season for us so here, in the winter.
Yeah, so here we have really, really intense hot summers where the sun is just very intense. And a lot of vegetables don't fare well in the intense heat. So they need the cooler weather in the wintertime. Right now we have some of the cooler weather stuff since we're transitioning into our winter here. We have things like zucchini, beans, collards, I don't know, maybe a few other things, carrots.
Lettuce.
Yeah, lettuce.
Peppers, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, some peppers. So with our annual crops, which are things that you have to plant every year, they don't keep coming back on their own. We plant those pretty much mainly in the garden beds. But things that are called perennials are things like this pigeon pea bush. You just plant it once and it's pretty much here all year for years and years, hopefully. And we actually, yeah, so these are the bean pods. But see, they flower and then they turn into these bean pods. And then you can actually let them dry right on the bush. So you leave them on the bush until you can hear them rattle around when you shake them, and then you can pick them off and store them dry.
And these are used in a lot of Cuban dishes, and this is our second crop from this bush this year.
Yeah.
So this is one of the plants that we highly recommend, and we're going to be doing a in-depth video on our other channel on the benefits, the uses, how to grow it.
Yeah.
And the pollinators love it.
Yeah, the butterflies really love this. So this is a little bit kind of obscure. Something you might recognize a little bit better is an avocado. This tree right here is an avocado tree. And it's actually grown a lot this year. It's grown like a crazy amount.
Has this been in the ground 2 years? Or 3 this winter? 2, right?
Yeah, it'll be 2.
Yeah, it's 2 now.
It'll have been in the ground 2 years.
And it did give us its first little fruit, so we're thinking next summer we're gonna have a pretty good crop from it.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting. It was like right here.
And this is a more cold hardy variety, but we're also growing a Haas variety, which is what you're used to in the stores.
It's like Mexican avocado. This right here. This is a Haas avocado. Yeah, this is what you would find in your supermarket.
And what's that growing next to it?
This is a random papaya that just decided to grow.
And we have a lot of these on site everywhere.
Yeah,
and
they're
a few
everywhere.
of them are giving fruit.
Because what happens is you eat a papaya and then it has like 1,000 seeds in it, and then somehow they end up scattered in your yard, and then they just randomly start growing.
Yeah, because we compost, we throw a lot of our fruits and veggie scraps out, and so they end up all over the yard. Over here is my pollinator garden, and you can see, oh, there's a monarch. The monarchs are in their migration path right now, and we're a stop for them. So normally if the sun is shining, this has a solar fountain, and I change out the flowers in here, and we also have some perennials. So right now there's not much other than like a little goji berry, but normally it would have like a bunch of wildflowers.
And over here we have our little circle of mango trees. This is a cotton candy variety, which is a newer variety. This is a carry. This is our newest one. It's a small one. This, I think, is an Alfonso. I think. And this one right here is called Malika. This is what you call a banana circle. The idea for this is you plant several banana plants in a circle, and in the middle of the circle, the pit, you would just toss your food scraps, and they just break down, and then all the plants surrounding the pit of food scraps can feed off of that with the roots. So.
And we have 2 different varieties of bananas growing on our property.
Yes, so the 2 different varieties that we have are, it's called Grand Nain. It's pretty much exactly the same thing that you would get in a grocery store, same variety. And the plants themselves, they only get to be like 7 or 8 feet tall. They're a dwarf variety, they're shorter. And then we also have what's called either blue java or ice cream banana, and they actually get a lot taller, and they produce bananas that are a lot smaller than the Grand Nains, and they're supposed to be sweeter. We haven't tried them yet.
But almost, we're about to.
Yeah, we have a rack growing up there on that ice cream banana, and we're really excited to try that. So.
Have over here some kumquat trees, and the kids play area is in this area too. We had watermelons growing in here. We still actually have some growing. You want to show them some of our different varieties of citrus that we have?
Sure. We have 2 different varieties of kumquats, and these are really cool because you don't have to peel them. They're citrus, but you just pop them in your mouth like a grape and chew them up, and they're pretty sweet. We have a white grapefruit tree. This is a lemon tree grown from a seed, which is pretty exciting because look at how thick the trunk is already.
And it's only a couple of years old.
Yeah, it's only a couple years old, so we don't know when it's going to produce fruit. It's not like a grafted tree. This is a Hamlin orange tree, and follow me right over here. So this is a clementine tree we recently put in the ground. And over here we have a satsuma tree, and these are almost ready to harvest, so we're pretty excited about that. And over here we have our little pineapple grove growing in the ground over there, the spiky things. We also have in this little bed here a couple varieties of grapes, and then on the other side, growing up the pergola, we have a passion fruit vine.
I hope you enjoyed watching our garden tour and learning a little bit about what we've been doing. And we've counted, and we think we've added about 50 new trees to our property. So
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. It's something we really love.
It's not enough.
No, we do have more on our go-to list. So if you want to keep following our journey with gardening and what we're doing here, make sure to sub to that second channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.